I'll eat your ass.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we had to take a break because we were laughing too hard after that musical outburst. That's why you come here. It's because this show is
Crack cocaine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I got the soundboard up, but that's why I had
Nice.
to take a break.
Do we have what?
What?
Nice.
Did you say?
I'll eat your ass.
Back to the show. Yeah. Well, actually, this next person is tied to Glenn Beck, so I can play this again.
Crack cocaine.
Oh.
So, actually, that's what he calls people crackheads sometimes too. So,
Yeah.
delightful guy, Eric July, also known as Young Rippa,
Yeah, we've talked about it.
also known as the guy that has the Rippaverse. I have a special gift for you here on New Year's Day.
I'm so fucking excited.
I found out somebody actually I got to pull him up here. Somebody on Twitter found the trading cards that come with Isom #1, his comic book. Now here's the thing. To get these trading cards, you have to buy a package. It's like cuz Rippaverse is independent and it's my phone well. And it's crowdfunded, right?
Yeah.
So there's different tiers to what you can do and what you can buy. And we're going to pull that up here in a sec, right here. So anyway, I can't necessarily find the...
Well, fuck you then.
No, you know, I'm a shithead. Well, anyway, look, we talked about the Rippaverse in the past.
Yes.
He launched it in the summer. It hit let's see. According to the website, it hits 3.7 million. So $3,737,920 is what it was raised for this book. Now, that could be true. I'm going to say it's probably a false number, given that it is only this website that has the numbers. It could be inflated. It could be true. Look, I'm not doubting the guy made this money because he has an audience of idiots. No, I'm kidding. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. There's somebody that could probably have found this book without Eric July being attached to it. I mean, it's possible, so I don't want to say that. But it's clear, it's obvious that he built an audience with his ANCAP libertarian politics. He also works for Glenn Beck. So see, that's what trips me is working for Glenn Beck, because it has come out that these right wingers buy thousands and thousands of books by whoever right-wing star is writing a book to make it a New York Times bestseller. So there's always tipping the scales going on. And look, everybody does it. I think it's in some way. So I would not I don't want to dwell on the numbers. If he made this money by himself, congratulations. You made a lot of money on this. But based on what I've heard, and I'm not going to spend money to read this book, but I've watched reviews from kind of across the spectrum, like fans of Eric July to people that I usually watch that are against his kind of rhetoric and there's this kind of politics when it comes to fandoms.
Right.
Of course, the people that like Eric July give it some passes and like it, enjoy it. And I think I've seen some pages, I've seen the art. I think the art looks good, but I've heard consistently that it's boring and that there's just not a lot there. But there's other people like, oh, it's action packed. So, some people leaked on Twitter the trading cards that come with the $100 package.
This is awesome.
Now, I don't know all what is in the $100 package. I think it comes with also a concept art book, which is really funny because I also found a video of a guy who had a Coffee Brand coffee t-shirt on, so he's a quartering fan. So he also talks about how he likes the book. He's clearly an Eric July fan. He made a video saying he didn't like the concept art book because it was 8 pages. He paid $75, so that's $35 on the book, and then, whatever else on shipping and the fucking concept art. And it was 8 pages. And there was not a lot of concept art in it. And then he gave these little trading cards, which is funny because you got trading cards in your hands because we were at a comic shop.
Yeah.
No,
I got these at a comic shop.
What I'm trying to say,
I used to get trading cards all the time.
We'll use those for an example here in a second.
Okay.
But yeah,
it'll be awesome.
Trading cards with superheroes and comic book companies, that's been around for years.
Yeah.
For a long time. So that's a cool concept.
Inserts in general.
again, the tiers that he promised, I would buy into if I was a fan of it, because you get concept art, you get these cool little trading cards, because it's cool. It's fun to keep the idea of like, ooh, we're at the beginning of a universe.
Right, and little trinkets and little like exclusives and stuff. Those are fucking cool.
But these trading cards,
they're worthless, but they're cool.
Are interesting to say the least. And you can get like just reading these trading cards and these descriptions of these characters and how
I can't wait.
Eric July chose to describe these characters, but also using it as a scapegoat as a character in universe. Which guess what the character's name is? You're gonna love it. It's Dokuman.
What?
Like document? Dokkuman. So this is the character I'm showing Tyler here. He's on the bottom part of the card. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll have it up. But there's the Dokuman character. He's like a hooded dude. He's got like this like creepy little hand. So I'm gonna read to you the description for the main character, Isom. Okay. The top part is kind of his stats. Real name: Avery Silman, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. He's from Floor Spark, Texas. And his first appearance is in Isom #1.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, good thing.
He's not ripping.
So here's the description. This man is one of the most intriguing subjects I've been keeping tabs on. Though he is from the city, he currently lives in Shadow Valley on his own ranch that has many workers. Where's the descriptions?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Yeah.
Somebody said on Twitter that's like what you would write in.
Is that it?
No, there's more.
Oh,
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like that right there. Describe the ranch. Add a little bit more to that than just saying our ranch. And again, he's trying to mask it as like, well, this character's saying it. It's not written in the narrative.
Yeah, none of us care, bro. Just give us a
we're just
G.I. Joe fucking factoid card. Jesus Christ.
He is clearly an accept, but which I guess is some name they have for supers.
Sure.
I don't know. But I've not quite figured out the origin of his powers. Which again, this is your main character. You should know his power set. The suit that he wore has a symbol on the waistband that seems to change colors, but I don't quite know what it means. There was a moment not too long ago where it looked like he retired his attire and decided to no longer favor the life of fighting criminals in Floor Spark. Is he back? It's hard to tell, but his abilities have grown unlike anything I've seen before. If this keeps up, he will be one of the most powerful beings on this planet.
I don't care.
Power observations. I do not know what his powers actually are, Tyler. I didn't make that up. That's what it says.
I saw.
That's what it said. Again, I understand the idea that it is written in universe by this character, but if this character is supposed to be the fucking watcher of your universe, he would know what the powers are. He would know what the color changing on his belt means.
It's because
it's
neither
lazy.
does the fucking writer.
No, he doesn't.
The fucking writer doesn't even know.
He's made polls on Twitter.
Should we do the...
Yeah, here's an example. Take a real card you have. What do you got?
Yeah.
Daredevil?
Yeah, well, I'll do all three of them.
Well, we'll do one for each.
Okay.
We'll go back and forth.
Okay, so here's Daredevil. Okay. He dwells in eternal night, but the blackness is filled with sounds and scents, taste and texture other men cannot perceive. For though attorney Matt Murdock is blind, his other 4 senses function with superhuman sharpness, and his uncanny radar sense guides him over every obstacle. It's a typo. It's ever obstacle.
Yeah, but see, there is
every
there right there. Where's he from? What is he?
Yep.
What is he doing?
Yep.
What is his power set?
Yep.
Simple.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, he is so focused on like this is the fans thing, which is fine if you want to focus on that.
Whatever.
But if you're going to tell me, because he's run polls on like what power sets that they want, it's like you didn't think to add these power sets to these characters.
So wait, that's his draw? Is that the
no? That's just some of the things
can
he's
help
done.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's just some of the things.
That's fucking lazy as fuck.
I'm going to pull up his Twitter feed because I have some other... Dude, I'm going hard on Eric July today.
Fuck him, dude.
Because I've been waiting to talk...
What a shitty fucking... I'm not sure what's going on. Do you?
All right, here's another one.
Here's
another one. This is for the character Braxwell. Real name, Jeremiah Braxwell. Excuse me. 5'10", 170 pounds, from Floor Spark, Texas. In his first appearance, guess what? Isom #1, April 2022. I've
already forgotten everything that you read to me.
Known simply as Braxwell, he's the more silent member of Alpha Corps. I'm assuming that's their Justice League. Considering his demeanor, one could wrongfully assume he is emotionally distraught, but this is just who he is. He's about taking care of business, and his addition to the Floor Spark police force marked the creation of Alpha Corps. According to my records, he was just a normal local kid with aspirations of being a cop, which slightly... I skipped a line. At some point along the way, he gained new abilities, which slightly altered his trajectory. Each member of Alpha Corps has a uniform that they individually selected. Although... I do not understand the specific point of the helmet and visor. That's his character attribute on the fucking card. That is what you see, is the helmet and the visor. Why do you have that as the character trait if you don't have an explanation for it? What are we doing? People paid $100. This is why I'm calling you a grifter. I saw him post a video saying people.
Who the fuck taught you how to spell Jeremiah, you fucking goon? Are you fucking kidding me? Jeremiah?
Oh, yeah, I've never noticed that. It was...
Clearly somebody hasn't read the Bible. Uh-oh. A right-winger
that's
who
not-
hasn't read the
That's not fair.
Bible.
You can spell Jeremiah that way.
Fuck you.
But it's literally Jeremy.
That's a stupid person trying to
Jeremiah.
spell Jeremiah.
It's like you sound. It's like the syllables. Like, you know what I mean?
You have in your hand a phone that looks shit up, and you can't take the three fucking... You're an ass. Fuck you, man.
No, dude. This is
I apologize
Tyler,
to everybody
Tyler.
who spent money on this.
Tyler. This is what I'm saying. He made a video
God, what a
talking. This is why I don't like him. This is why I don't like Eric July, and this is why I have a problem with him, because his content is centered around attacking Marvel and DC all day, every day, to boost this comic book. And
So he's basically the right-wing Liefeld.
and he says
Rob
that
Liefeld.
leftists don't understand grifter. They just use words that don't make sense. He said, "Where's the receipts? How am I a grifter? This is how you're a grifter. You made
your shit sucks and you sold it. Yeah.
You built You built an audience, and then you knew you can manipulate them into spending $100. Now, look, people spend their money how they want to spend their money, but they believed in you enough to spend $100 to get something cool, like, oh man, we're in the ground floor of the universe. We're gonna get trading cards and the comic book and whatever else came with that package, concept art, a T-shirt, whatever. And you give them this.
I can see all the kids lining up for Braxwell T-shirts.
It looks like a fucking writing prompt on Reddit. It doesn't look like something someone used to build the universe. Hold on.
Absolutely.
Let me finish.
It is not professionally made.
So here's his power observation.
I read that.
He possesses the ability to fly at a speed that even rivals his colleague Brian Solari. Okay?
Gives a shit.
His raw strength isn't particularly special, but he does have tremendous durability. Okay.
Can I see that again?
But my point is that it goes back to the thing of, like, this is how I call you a grifter, because you're making people spend money on, or not make, sorry, you're not making people, but you're encouraging your fans to support you because they believe in you, and you're telling them that, hey, I'm going to give you really cool things like this concept art book that's 8 pages long that didn't even have that much concept art according to the guy that bought it. Right? And then you have these fucking trading cards that are just writing prompts. There's nothing to them. And there's more. I'm not fucking done with this. Tyler, I'm going to take another Marvel trading card. I'll read it.
Real
I
quick,
thought this was Captain America.
Before we move on, I play this a game called Marvel Strike Force, and there's a bunch of characters that are known as minions, okay? They're basically just bland background characters that you can use to that you can use to boost the team or whatever. That's what they look like. These nothings.
Grunts,
This Braxwell, this looks like a G.I. Joe. Yeah, this looks like one of the G.I. Joes in the background or the Cobra dudes in the background. And by the way, dude, fuck off.
No, okay. We got
All right,
a
my
couple.
turn?
We got a few more. So,
Black Bolt.
Yeah.
Most supremely powerful of all the Inhumans, the majestic monarch Blackagar Boltagon's duty is to rule his genetically enhanced people with wisdom and fortitude. Black Bolt is able to soar like an avenging eagle, but dares not trust himself to speak, for his hypersonic voice, unleashed, can shatter a mountain. And you know what? Even the fucking dumbass Blackagar Boltagon can't make it worse than your fucking bullshit.
Like I said, it's just so unfinished and unthought out. And if I'm investing my money into this universe that I want to read and care about,
I'm upset for you.
I would be mad.
Money.
Yes. So here's Michael Copper.
Oh, fucking.
He seems rather attached to Lillian.
Is he a cop?
I think so. He's from Central Tennessee. He's 6'1", 175 pounds, just so you know. I mean, I appreciate those little things. Like, hey,
really?
you did something.
You just picked random numbers.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't everybody when they write shit
If
like
you
that?
drew them all together like
He's,
in a line.
So he seems rather attached to Lillian Renashi, but their relationship isn't a romantic one. Mr. Copper has had very successful businesses he's funded in the past. Name some fake businesses to build the world. But he always sells them when they become profitable. As savvy as he is, he does not need his partner. This is what makes him such an interesting subject, as his true motives
no,
are
he's not interesting. He's not fucking interesting at all. Keep going, but fuck off. This is what makes him so interesting. The mystery. You know there's a mystery. Why did I go bald at 18, motherfucker?
The thing that sticks out the most would be...
Solve that one.
The thing that sticks out the most would be his skills in hand-to-hand combat. He does not look like it, but this man is an incredibly talented fighter. Where did he learn such a
Why
thing?
doesn't he look like it? You're making him up.
Add to it? World build. Where did he learn such a thing? Sure, he's an accept, but his abilities do not look to make him physically stronger. Here's the best part. So he's a great hand-to-hand fighter. Close combat. What's his power observation? His eyes light up green, and his powers are related to his vision. I know that he can see great distances and beyond certain barriers, but something tells me that he isn't. Tells me that isn't all that he can do. Just had a boomer moment.
Also, you don't know how to use fucking proper
Great at
grammar.
great.
You don't even know how to write sentences, dipshit.
Great-
Who the fuck told you could write a fucking comic book?
I fucked that up. Dude.
No, but that doesn't even... No,
I fucked up at the end.
Hey, I've read a couple of these.
Oh, yeah.
And the way he writes them are
Why are they called
fucking...
accepts?
The wording...
It's weird.
Right. Who gives a shit?
So I'm just gonna keep running through
Here's
these.
the more... Wait, we got one more. She-Hulk.
Yeah, and then we're gonna kind of.
I got last one. Savage She-Hulk. This is great, by the way. A blood transfusion.
I
from
know
her
you like the
cousin.
trading cards.
I do. The Incredible Hulk transformed the petite and shy Jennifer Walters, attorney at law, into an Emerald Amazon. Now imbued with. Hey, will you? Do you got the hand on the little dial down there? The little funky dial. Here, you ready?
What?
On the board.
Yeah.
You know the long box.
Oh yeah.
Here, I want to say Emerald Amazon like that. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Attorney at law into an Emerald Amazon. Now imbued with super strength and sassy confidence.
That was cool.
She battles for truth, justice, and her client's personal injury claims as a sensational She-Hulk. I'm drooling. Not because of She-Hulk, because I can't talk.
You're getting horny on the main.
Uh-oh.
Getting horny
This
on the
trading
main.
card really got me rocking.
All right, we're kind of just gonna try and get through these.
Let's do that fucking shit, man.
Because I got so much more.
I know, man.
I went hard. This was like tinfoil radio days. I went hard on the research. Ingrid Valdez.
How many more of these
She's
do
from
you have?
Florspark.
Because we can stop after this one.
I got 3.
Okay.
Or no, this one, and then there's 2 more.
Okay.
But I can just read through them real fast.
It's fine.
As both the newest and youngest member of Alpha
I'll
Corps,
comment.
Ingrid is the least experienced of their team.
Least interesting?
Least experienced, excuse me.
Doubt it.
I burped right on the mic. I'm a shitty broadcaster. But she has the most unique ability. She's been very secretive with how she's obtained her powers. Oh my God. Build your fucking world. Jeez.
I haven't figured it out, but these people paid their money.
Make no.
Maybe don't announce it if you haven't figured it out, you fucking shit for brains.
I want to make this very clear. I applaud Eric July for getting this shit out. I applaud him for writing it, printing it, getting it out to people. But my God, I'm not even critiquing his writing. I'm critiquing it in the sense of you fucking had your fans. They believed in you, and you gave them this. Oh God.
Don't you realize that I had November as my date to release my album. And you know what? It wasn't finished. So do you think I was going to release the album unfinished because I said November? No. I pushed it back to make sure that it was finished before I gave it to anybody who's a fan.
These cards feel like an afterthought.
Right. I made these this morning while I was taking a shit.
Yeah, this is literally what you write when you write out a character.
Yeah.
And it's just notes. It's not something you write as a narrative.
First, yeah. And then months down the road, you fleshed it out.
He literally just copy and pasted his notes and just was like, oh, look, it's in universe.
How many issues are out now?
1. But Isom number 2 is...
Since April. Because I
He
see
said
that it was
something-
out in April
It
2022.
did, I don't think it ever. I don't know if it did.
So you made it wrong date on your cards
He's
too.
saying he wrote it in April 22 because he didn't start his campaign until July of 2022,
Fuck off!
and I don't think people got it until like September or October.
Fuck off!
Are you done? I'm gonna do one more. This is the last one.
Sorry.
So this is for
I fucking hate this guy.
Valadan. Valadan.
Sure. Like it matters.
It's gonna be his Thor. It's the mythological character standing. You know.
Ooh. Does he have a hammer?
When I first visited Earth, the stories of mythical and ancient
Wait,
lore
you're not gonna
fascinated
read
me.
the little deets?
Well, he's 7 foot tall, weight unknown.
7.
Azogoro. He tried to do like a fun spin on Asgard. Looks like Azogoro.
That's not fun.
I hate this so much.
Fucking hate
It's
it.
probably a good thing we didn't get the book because I feel like you just would just. I can't fucking finish this.
I gotta take a shit. You got any toilet paper?
Yeah,
This'll
you just
do.
rip. Nah, hey, the art's
I apologize.
fine. The art's
I
fine.
apologize. No.
No, fuck him. I hate because this dude talks so much shit, and I got so
Right?
much. We got to get through this, man. I want to get to the awards.
Fine.
When I first visited Earth, the stories of mythological and ancient lore fascinated me. Most of them are completely made up, but once I found out about the existence of Valadan, it confirmed that some are indeed beyond just tales. I must be one of the few beings who are aware of his true identity. The amazing thing, he's not hiding. He is currently the frontman of Norfrica. 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 You're gonna tell me they merged Africa with Nordic, and as one of the most powerful voices in music, their guitarist Takari is also special. So he is the oh my god, he has a band called Norfolk. Hey, hats off! This is by far the most interesting one I've read.
He's also really good at guitar.
Well, you know, he's their guitarist Takari.
What a shithead.
Their guitarist Takari is also special. Their powers often activate as they're performing, but people just think they're massive men using props on stage. Instead, they are gods that walk among regular. So when they perform,
You made them Guitar Wonder Twins, you fucking idiot. Wonder douche powers activate.
power.
Form of a
Tyler,
stupid guitar.
This is the best power observation yet.
Oh, yes.
According to mythological text,
He can really shred.
According to mythological text, he relies upon a bow and arrow. I assume that his glowing eyes have something to do with the relationship with the bow. Tell me something. Anything. These are literally just notes to your when you're writing a project and you have character notes. That's what this is. And then he just said, "Fuck it, put it on a trading card." Good God. Okay, couple more things about Eric July.
Does the next guy have powers that allow him to beat any video game?
Yeah, dude. There's another one where he can make. There's one
And
guy.
is there another one where no
His-
matter what he asks his mom, she always says yes?
There's
Can
one-
I go outside and play? Yes. Yeah.
There's one that has the power to instantly make you come just by looking at him.
Are you fucking 12?
Like it's Flex Metallo. So anyway,
God, you are an asshole.
here's more of Eric July being shitty. Isom #1 made the retailers who carry it a lot. This is on Twitter. A lot of money. Kingdom of Comics dropped the list of their top 5 graphic novels in units sold. Isom was #1, even ahead of evergreen books like Maximum Carnage and Infinity Gauntlet. So shout out to actual fandom.
These are also like books that are like 20 years
Yeah.
old, by the way. Shit for brains.
No, yeah. Shout out to actual fandom. He pointed this out on Twitter. He's got a really good YouTube channel. Go check it out. And kind of one of the people that kind of inspired me to like, yeah, let's keep making content where we push back against these people. Sorry, it's a little hard to read. Here's the funny thing about Kingdom Comics. It's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
We regret to. This is the post they made on November 12th, 2022, and. Eric July made this tweet about how well it sold at Kingdom of Comics on December 23rd, 2022. We regret to inform you that we will all be permanently closing our doors on December 24th. So a day before they close for good, he made this post about how it sold really well at this comic shop. This has been this hasn't been, by the way, this was posted in November, so he should have known about this.
Right.
This has not been an easy decision, but it's the right one for us. We cannot thank everyone enough for all the love and support they've given us these years in business. So yeah, comic subscriptions have been ordered for all subscribers through December 23rd. Afterwards, we highly recommend going to other local stores to continue your comic subscriptions, as supporting local is always best. So after they posted their final sales numbers ever on December 23rd, he makes a post bragging about how well his book sold. Oh, by the way, the post they made November 12th. So couldn't even say it's a shame that I'm honored that my book was at this store before, they closed.
No, because he
could have made us.
He
you know what
chose
I mean?
them because he knew they were closed and nobody could back it up.
He could have said,
That's how
you know what I mean?
liars
He could have been
back their
gracious
shit
and
up.
been like, it's unfortunate that it's closed. I'm so happy that they're one of the retailers that actually worked to put this book out in store. You could have done something like that. But no, he's like, no, dude, it fucking sold so well. Yeah. So one more final thing to talk about with Eric July. He tweeted recently that I quote tweeted.
My dick is tiny.
I quote tweeted.
Is that what a tweet?
No.
Oh.
But I quote tweeted it because I respected it. I respected that he was honest. Because he's been going back and forth on Twitter about Isom and blah, 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 blah. I got to keep scrolling because it was recently. But I was tweeting about the Fiesta Bowl last night. Did you watch that shit? That game is incredible.
I don't give a shit about college football.
Well, you should. It's a fun sport, all right?
Yeah.
It's a fun sport.
Mm-hmm. It's super fun.
Anyway, so the tweet that I posted is I quote tweeted him because he said, actual sales are greater than critical acclaim, views, likes, shares, and headline articles. This is someone who is doing something creative. Now, and I watched his video addressing this tweet. And he essentially said, like, his stance in the video is like, look, I get that some people like to put out their art and they want their art to be seen, but they're not business people, so they get taken advantage of and they get screwed over. Fair point. But you're also coming from the angle of the only time you talk about this book is sales numbers. And then he even in the same video says, because it's a measurable number. You can there's movies that have made billions of dollars that a lot of people don't like. Making money on something doesn't make it quality.
Oh, absolutely
And
not.
any person that does anything, and look, I'm not bragging about anything I do because you know what? At the end of the day, if anybody listens to what I make or watches what I make, cool. I'm just happy somebody watched it.
Tell your friends.
I would love to make it a living.
Subscribe.
I would love to make it a living, but at the same time, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, well, it's a failure because it doesn't make money for me.
Yeah.
It's not a failure if I'm enjoying myself and I'm having.
You do it for the love of the game.
Yeah. And you could say, well, that's a loser mentality because you don't make any money. Well, shut the fuck up. Like, stop taking this shit so seriously. Yeah. Congratulations, Eric. You made $3.7 million on a shitty comic book. Congratulations. And then he's like, you're going to say it's shitty without reading it. Again, I've watched so many people talk about this, and based on these fucking trading cards alone.
I don't want to
And
read
the fact that I watched a fan of his get upset because he said he got fucking gypped because of the concept art book being 8 pages long. That's what I'm upset about. I could give a fuck about Isom. I don't care. Congratulations, you made a lot of money fucking grifting on people, dude. Yeah. And that's another thing.
Shitty product.
I'm happy to have
shitty execution.
I'm happy to have no subscribers and make no money, but still have a chance to sit down and talk with my friend about fun movies.
You know what we got?
Fun movies to talk about.
You know what we got? Integrity. That's what that is, Eric
You ain't
July.
got fucking integrity.
You got integrity.
Integrity Farms.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.